Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Professor Dr. Tariq Ramadan, staff of Kyle. I haven't actually seen any of them, but I hope they're here. Respected colleagues from PPFQ, we all welcome you here tonight for the event organized by PPFQ in collaboration with Qatar Foundation. The lecture is going to be on professional ethics, application and meanings by Professor Dr. Tariq Ramadan. I'll be your host for the night. My name is Saad Khalid, part of PPFQ for the last 3 years now. It's been a long time coming for this event. We've been trying to organize this since quite a few months. We've been having issues with availability of venues and those kind of things. So a big thank you to Qatar Foundation, whom I'm an employee of, to provide us with a beautiful and excellent venue. Actually, I've been here for quite a few years and I've never seen this venue before. So, yeah, again, thank you very much, Qatar Foundation. We were hoping to receive a couple of senior management people from QF, but they've sent us their regrets, so unfortunately they won't be able to make it. Agenda for tonight, we'll kick off with a few minutes from Mr. Adnan Kirmani, who's the chairman of PPFQ, so he'll share some of his thoughts with us. And then we'll directly dive into Professor Ramadan's talk. There is a dedicated Q&A session after his talk, which would last about, his talk would last about 45 minutes. And equally, the Q&A session will last around 40 to 45 minutes. So I would really appreciate if you can, try to gather as much questions or think of as many questions as you can during the talk, so we can utilize his knowledge for the time that he has with us tonight. So, yeah, without further delay, Adnan, if you can just come and share a few of your things with us, please. Thank
you. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Delighted to have Dr. Tariq Ramadan here amongst us, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just spend literally 2 minutes to give you a brief on the forum that we have, Pakistan Professional Forum, what it stands for and the activities that's been going on in the past couple of years and what we intend to do over the next year or so. Basically, our forum is a collection of Pakistani professionals who are working in Doha. They represent bankers, accountants, doctors, lawyers, engineers, a host of other professions. And it's an opportunity for them to get together, to network and do something for the community here in Doha, as well as the Pakistani residing in Pakistan itself. So basically there's 4 pillars that we have our forum based on. It's professional networking and development is the first pillar. We have done talks in the past on Vision 2030. We have covered Islamic finance. Qatar Exchange have come in and did a briefing about how to invest in the stock market here in Qatar. So it's been quite a busy couple of years doing these sort of events. The other pillar that we have is a community support pillar. We have raised funds for computers for Pakistani schools. We have book donations in the libraries of Pakistani schools. We basically gathered money for charity efforts. That's our charity pillar, the third pillar. Basically, we are going to be doing a medical camp. It says in the slides 6th of December, but it's actually going to be in January now. We've got the approval from the Supreme Medical Council to do this. What it is basically for the poor Pakistanis who are living here for decades. They haven't got access to the proper healthcare facilities. A lot of them haven't got health cards, etc. So what the professional Pakistani doctors do, they give their time on a Friday and we spend the whole day in a school premises in a Pakistani school, and we let in a lot of the workers who have a lot of health issues, and they get free medicine and free treatment. We're looking for donations for this sort of work, so if people want to sort of hand over some donations, get in touch with myself or my team. They'll be happy to sort of take that further. The last pillar is a cultural pillar. We want to showcase Pakistani talent here in Doha, so we call singers and artists writers, comedians. In the past, we called Tina Sani, had an event. We have called Mr. Zia Muhyiddin, and who's an excellent English and Urdu literary personality. So we pretty much cover a broad range of activities, and any other information that you need, we have a Facebook group, we have a website, so please log in and have a look, see what we do, and you're most welcome to join us. There's a lot of non-Pakistanis here, so they're also welcome to partake in our events, and inshallah we'll sort of be doing more and more over the coming months and years. So no more talk from me. I'd like Saad, if you can sort of give a briefing on Dr. Tariq, and then we'll sort of take it from there. Thank you.
Right, thanks Adnan. Just very quickly, again, we won't take much of your time. We're already quite delayed because of the traffic issues outside. Just to give you an idea, Professor Ramadan is a professor of contemporary Islamic studies at Oxford University, UK. Also teaches at the Oxford Faculty of Theology. He is a visiting professor at the Faculty of Islamic Studies in Doha and University of Malaysia. He's a senior research fellow at Doshisha University in Kyoto, Japan, and Director of Research Center of Islamic Legislation and Ethics, Doha. He holds an MA in Philosophy and French Literature and PhD in Arabic and Islamic Studies from the University of Geneva. In Cairo, Egypt, he received one-on-one intensive training in classic Islamic scholarship from Al-Azhar University scholars. Time magazine has twice recognized Professor Ramadan, first in the year 2000, naming him one of the world's top 100 innovators in the 21st century. And again, in 2004, as one of the world's 100 most influential personalities. Without further ado, Dr. Ramadan, please. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you for this invitation. The Pakistan Professionals Forum, yes, as you said, has been quite difficult to organize this meeting, and we had a previous meeting that we had to, in fact, to postpone, and this is where we are today. And I want to thank you for your dedication and commitment and insistence in trying to organize this meeting. One thing that is not known in what you were presenting or the way you were introducing me is that, in fact, I have been a Pakistani citizen for 8 years. When I was unable to, and it's coming from my father, rahimahullah, who was unable to, they took from him his passport in Egypt. As you know, it's a very democratic country. And we just heard today that Mubarak was good, nothing to complain about. And in fact, he got some support from Pakistani brothers there that gave us a way to travel and to be able to resist, or at least to live our life in Geneva. So a former Pakistani citizen talking to brothers and sisters from Pakistan and other countries. What you proposed this time was discussing the professional ethics and the meaning and application in our daily life. And I think, once again, it's something that I'm going to tackle in two ways. The first is to try to get the big picture, is from where do we start when it comes to ethics, from an Islamic viewpoint, but also opening up to other sources and in which way we have to deal with this in our contemporary world, and to try to understand how this has to be implemented, and then to come to some questions about what are our respective responsibilities. Because when it comes to professional ethics, there are many ways of tackling the issue. We can stick to the profession, is